Hello, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with Nepal. So on our quest to turn all of Italy Nepali, we still have the Sardinia region to deal with, and really it's North Italy. There's my divide for what's my land is about here. Everything else south is mine. So you can see we've still got to deal with Florence, Venice, Milan and Mantua namely. Oh, and of course the Sardinian provinces from Aragon. That'll be later. So, let's crack on with it then. For now, we actually find ourselves in the lands of Ethiopia, as England managed to snipe the Institution for Global Trade under my nose while I've been in this war. Something allowing Arden to siege down my provinces has hurt my trade badly. And right now, I still can't get the bigger side of my force out. Because some silly Billy decided that they wanted to Can I get past Venice? Yeah, some silly Billy wanted to deal with rebels. Yeah, I literally have no way of getting through there, as I can't grab access, but that's fine. My regular men will come back to Shewa, grab a general, and then move out. Arden, meanwhile, will not peace out anytime soon. Which is fine, I suppose. Osnabrück has left the coalition. Arden are actually heading towards me, which is great news because then my mercs can deal with the Ardenese army. In terms of war score, we have 6 war score from battle. Considering this is a religious CB, I can then, once I see Chara, get my mercs to go and deal with more of their units for the ticking. I will be heading that way soon. They're going to see Chara and then they're just going to turn around. So global trade has spawned in on my province. Great stuff. Again, it would be lovely if I owned the institution, but somebody, cough cough me, decided to take on some very silly wars at a very inopportune time. If I didn't fight the Mamluks in Ethiopia like I wanted to, I would have actually, if I had just refrained, I would have probably had global trade. But that's my choice, isn't it? I've made my bed and now I lie in it. So we now own Hurrah, so I now own a decent war score. Military leader has gone. Probably the one on my great army. No, my luck? No. My Grand Company still retained their good general, which is wonderful. So various people are joining and leaving the coalition. It's just swap who's in it, really. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's start forcing march up here. See if I can't catch up to them before they get past the fort. They're gonna deal with my rebels, or do I deal with them first? I take them. Very nice. 4 war score also is enough for ticking. Oh no, apparently just shy. Question of rights. Let's renounce claim and call. I just lose prestige there. I'm not bothered about the prestige when I prefer the mill right now. This can now just start to siege up all of Ethiopia. And I'm going to take off Force March. And honestly, I think Ethiopia would give me a decent amount of provinces now. But let's just see what I can procure. If I siege down Cairo, then I'll have more freedom of movement back. These are just mercs. I don't mind them losing a bit of manpower here. Yes, I do, because they've got very little of it left. Oh well. Let's just go fight them in here. I'll fight them in Chios, gain back some... Oh, okay, never mind. They want to fight me now because they just saw I removed a whole bunch of units. Let's start heading towards Aden. I won't be able to siege, but I can make them want out of the war. Oh, and apparently I can fight them for even more war score. Thank you. This is good stuff. Still not counting as taking war score though, because apparently it still hasn't added, but that's okay. Taking on this stack should. They have 4 maneuver. I have 5 maneuvers, so I can theoretically catch up. Who knows, maybe they have infrastructure. I haven't actually checked, but if they have infrastructure, they get additional movement speed. Cold. Nope, that just ruined my battles war score. Luckily that battle smoothened things out. Now let's go resit back on this province. And that should hopefully give me enough strength against them that they just decide to leave the war. Aden. 19 out of 19. They actually leave the war any moment. Couple months time. At worst. Let's put in a... I know I'm losing ducats right now, don't worry about it. Once we're back to no longer siege, we'll be fine. Meanwhile, Aden. 20 to 23. They're propping up their military strength. So therefore, they see themselves as more valuable in the war. Yeah, I've lost about half of my trade income right now. Don't worry about that. It'll all be sorted when I can. Oh, we still don't have ticking war score? Despite having 10 war score from battles, because... Oh, we do now. Battle of Najran secured. Thank you. Then let's sit in Aden land. Oh, they actually just went out. That's better. So, Ethiopia. I think I said I want to take down to Gondar. Which I've now done. Then can I take along to Darfur? And do something like this, maybe? So looking like a decent amount of land. Which all goes into a trade company. I'm just going to double check that I haven't got anything else I need to add. Yep, that's fine. So now my regular units can start to work their way to Dumyat to return back to... Where's my transports? Yeah, we'll send them to Dumyat. They'll work their way towards Italy. And the Grand Company are disbanded. Ethiopian Horn of Africa, they say. So their capital's over here now, which is why we see Ethiopia's name here. What an odd place for you to choose to put your capital. Wouldn't you rather it be Harar? Well, I think it was Harar at one point. Oh, it's because of their government type, actually. I think they moved it again because it was Harar. Anyway, let's just increase some centres of trade and work on the cause. I'm not bothered about using my bird mana right now to assuage the war exhaustion. I'm just going to let it ride. So we've got a couple extra more merchants. Let's transfer trade from here. And let's also transfer trade from Constantinople. Oh, I've got regions under R. I need to bear that in mind for future. That would have been good for me to have realised. Okay. So yeah, next up I think will just be a war against, say, Venice or Florence. Venice allied to France and Mainz. I mean, I on my own could pretty much take them, but let's see. Hungary has a truce with Venice. So once the Venetian truce is over, in 4 years' time, I believe Venice should be on the chopping block. France I can probably just siege down and peace out. Bohemia wants my money. Sure, pal. You can have my money. Give me a second. Let me just spend it. I'm not going to seize land because nobility are looking poop. I've also forgotten that I need to improve relations with Russia as my agenda, so let's get that sorted. So yeah, you can now see my trade is back to where it needs to be. Oh, people leave my coalition. But it's just small fries. It won't affect the actual coalition size. To any real effect. Let's just... I turned off the auto thing because I just wanted to do it like that, and it will do it better and I don't have to micromanage. Okay, so Tech 17. Awesome, that puts us ahead. So quality, next will be trade. And after that will be divine. It just depends on how long I decide to make this campaign. I've already mentioned that I've achieved the primary goal. Depends on how long the secondary goal takes. Basically. As to what dictates how many extra ideas I'm going for, but you at least have my intentions for the next 2. Let's also deal with these silly Catholic zealots. They can get out of here. And we'll just move on. So there's also the Florentine question. I have vassalized Sluso and Genoa. Speaking of which, let's see about integrating Genoa, shall we? Because I did say I want them under the thumb. So, Alex Vassal, 144 ducat, 144 bird mana. Is that it? 144 bird mana to integrate 2 of the best centres of trade in Italy. 2 of, not obviously the best. I mean, Firenze's sat right there. But, you know, Genoa and Lucca are very strong. Oh. Maybe I hire a merc company for this side. Let's take a merc loan. Sorry, I call it a merc loan. I meant a corruption loan. Let's see what I can grab. Huh, I can hire the Kazakh company. Nubian company. Let's just make it the... Oh, this is a good one. The Stratiotti. Let's go there. Okay, puts me only slightly over force limit. That sounds fine to me. So, truce with Mamluks is over. Fighting them would once again incur the wrath of Delhi, who is the current defender of the Sunni faith. But luckily for the Mamluks, I'm not too fussed right now. I'm content with where I am at for the meantime. So I need to give Russia money. I need to insult a rival. Hold on, let's start with the scornful insult. They have rivaled France. So let's remove the diplomat from Russia. I will scornfully insult France. I couldn't care less. And now, I give them let's just go to 4 to secure it's more than 100. There we go. A little bit of money. Secured my agenda. Now let's see here. Let's make Thessaly have a manufactory. I could do the coalition thing, but I might fight a member or two as part of my other wars, so would subsequently fail the mission. The First Army has one of the worst generals. Well, actually, they have the worst general in relation to the other two. So let's send this Stratiotti to deal with the rebels. And this stack will pretty much just be rebel stomping in non-Italy, I think. Maybe I should have hired the Bedouin auxiliaries because they're slightly bigger. But that's okay. What I've got is okay. So for great powers, of course, I'm still 1,000 above Russia. Decent enough. Friesland have left my coalition. Dortmund have left the coalition, but these are just German miners. Where's the Ottomans leaving coalition and the, you know, the everyone else? Let's grab more production efficiencies. Looking good. Yeah, England. The English Channel trade node continues to grow, so I can keep up with it, but I won't be able to overtake it, I don't think, for a while. No problems there necessarily. Let's lose devotion for prestige. Sounds good to me. Venice are allied with France and Mainz. Also guarantee Florence. So for sure, I'll attack Venice before Florence. I mean, Florence also in this coalition. Maybe once I get bigger, they might leave it. Also, Milan hate me. My previously staunch ally. Let's build up some money. I have precisely one loan to pay. Not a problem. Thessaly has a manufactory. That's right. I need to build the manufacturing in Thessaly as well. So, yeah, I was trying to improve relations at the last second. That was never going to work. You also notice that my score has moved to second. I don't know if that ever said first at any point. I actually wasn't checking, but last I remember seeing it was fifth. So, second's kind of nice. So as I want all of Venice minus Tren or Raska, they're going to be banished to a completely different region when I'm finished with them. So there's Funge rebels. I should have checked the rebels list to move this sooner, but let's get down there. Austria's joined a coalition. I'm not surprised. I just need to crunch on Venice before they get the opportunity to join the coalition. Uh-oh, and there's rebels up there? I did not think this rebel situation through properly, did I? Oh well, let them revolt. / let them eat cake. Honestly, I will try to beat them rebels, but as insensitive as this sounds, I don't need the Transoxianan land. I did all of that to become Naples. We are Naples. So it's actually not as big of a priority as it first may seem. Of course, I'd rather have no rebels in my land than one rebel stack, but the point stands. Oh, well, let's deal with this while we're here. All my cores are finishing up now, which is wonderful. Yeah, Transoxianan, Separatists, whatever. To be fair, if worse comes to worse, I could just hire the Kazakh company. And then I've got Merc companies in 2 different of my areas, but nah. Excuse me, what did you name your heavy ship? Wonder what they have. It doesn't show me what the flagship has. I could maybe try to work it out via checking the actual ship's stats, but my head says I'm not too fussed by it. It's a flagship, good enough for me. So let's put this into my state. Just gonna statefy this. Looking good. So I own even more of the trade. Hopefully it'll update to be more than 49%. But yeah, Italy is looking slightly pinker. Next up, of course, will be Salusa. I think I'll just keep the knights now. They'll just be there. I still kind of want to try and give them Ishel, but if I happen to not be fighting them for most, if not the rest of the campaign, then they'll never connect. Now they're just my little vassal. Do I therefore turn them into a march? You know what? This is my dedication to wanting to keep them. Not the annex, not annex vassal button. That very much is the opposite of my plan. There we go. They're now a march. So I've just been paused for a moment, and I've just noticed about how extra something I didn't know about trade leagues. Leader must have at least minus 50 prestige to continue leading trade league. So if you drop below minus 50 prestige, it breaks your trade league. Very interesting. I actually didn't know that was a thing. Mind you, I've done very little in the way of messing around with trade leagues. It's not really my domain, as it were. Not the thing that tickles my fancy. So Aragon allied Denmark, France and Geneva. Denmark, who just left my coalition. Now, as we've just had our truce end with Venice, Hungary is 1,900 in debt. Okay, so if I tell Commonwealth to prepare for war, hold on. Favours. It needs 50 opinion. Uh-oh. So what I'll do is I'll declare this war with Bohemia on my side. They're my religion. Let's make it say take Raska. I'm going to ask Commonwealth to join. With Hungary, we're going to vicariously pay off their loans by giving them the money to sort themselves out. Hold on. They are on the Great Power list. That was the correct move. Ouch, +4. How have my relations with Hungary become so bad? Aggressive expansion, I've not bothered to try and improve their relations. Go, they paid off their loan. So there we go. I'll have all allies into my war. So what this also tells me is that I need to put a diplomat back onto improving relations with allies. And I do imagine that I'll just be having my allies break their alliances with me soon enough anyway. Holy heck, Burgundy have 100k units. That's insane. Good for them. So this is a war that I think we'll deal with next episode. So we'll leave it here for now. Fake hair everywhere.